how things work from a business and he started this business because there was this need. So he has a perspective on live గా ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు అక్కడ వాళ్ళతో మాట్లాడుతూ అక్కడ వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ ఏంటి my expectation from US ఏంటి అక్కడ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ ఏంటి there is some misalignment somewhere. So he saw that and is serving that need. So Prashant, if you can please shed some light on that.
So just to set the context, if you look at what's happening today in the world, career aspirations are one of the most important things for the kids here, right? The life expectancy is actually increasing a lot today in overall as well. And the third part, which is very prominent today, is the nuclear families in India. So దీంతో ఏమవుతుందంటే elders back in India are either left alone or either the kids are interested to take care of the elders, but unfortunately the reasons I stated are actually causing that hindrances to take care of them. So what we have understood is only two major issues in concerns of elder care. Okota China, again, doctor can also speak about it and second me on that or give more inputs. One we have seen is, I don't think healthcare as such is a big problem in India. We have good doctors, good hospitals, good infrastructure everywhere. And government is doing a lot of things like 104, 108 and so on and so forth. The major issue for concern is the logistics. Now, for example, there are old couple at home. They actually call a doctor. Doctor is available, and I'll tell you this much: there are geriatric doctors available. There are family physicians available where they can call. Okay, and answering the first concern. Call chesinapudu doctor cheptaru ee medicine eskondi meeru kuda ani. We have seen 60 families right now. Our geriatric doctor visits home. The answer I get is, I don't have anybody to go and get the medicine. Okay, I don't have anybody to go and get the diagnostics done. Can I have some help there? So that is the logistic issue which we are facing today in India, especially in the elder segment. They can go the next day, but the medicine is to be taken, then it is better for them. They get the consultation also. Okay? That's one of the major issues which we are seeing. Okay, there are some cases where you don't get the help also. The second issue which we are seeing is the concern from the son side or a daughter side who's away from here. While communication is becoming a big challenge, like we talked about, how do I communicate to the doctor? How do I understand the real situation? So this is becoming a major issue also as far as healthcare is concerned. Here and address cheyadaniki we have a solution. Anvaya is one of the solutions, and a lot of other solutions are also there in place. Now, happiness is resultant of good health ani andariki telusu. So how do we create that happiness also is a big issue. In India, elders primarily, they have to really navigate through a lot of issues today, and becoming very difficult today to navigate through all these things. If you are able to solve that problem, you get happiness. Resultant health is better. Okay, atla we can do a lot of things which can actually result in better health, better living and happy living, and better communication back and forth. Like the communication which TNC also has in place, where they talk about doctors can actually communicate back to the kin here. So if we don't address the majority of the problems of health are solved in our nation. I mean, I may be talking very at a high level, but there are some problems there which can be addressed. It's not that only government can address. A lot of things individuals can do like us, where we can provide that help which the geriatric doctor here mentioned earlier. A lot of things are there actually today which are possible, and that's my 2 cents about what elder care is today in India.
Yeah, I think there's a question.
I have a question for Honorable.
Let me add something.
Yes, please.
See, geriatric care is taking care of the elderly, is something that we are growing to. That is one of the concerns of us here, our elderly parents at home. What is that we need to do? It is at a very primitive state in India. Here there is a full spectrum of care called acute care hospital on one side, LTACs, long-term acute care, which is a step-down unit, then SNFs, skilled nursing homes, then custodial care, home care, respite care, where when people go on vacation, they leave the parents there. Then assisted care, independent care, senior living, hospice care, palliative care. This is the full spectrum of geriatric medicine. But in India, it's just getting into that. So palliative care and hospice care is non-existent. When my sister was suffering towards the terminal cancer, I had to stay there for 2 weeks and provide the hospice care for her. I have to manufacture, I have to create the gels and everything for her myself, because pharmacy doesn't know how to do that. So, but they are beginning in that. So hospice care is beginning in there. And also the custodial care is beginning in there. But not the skilled nursing home. When the hospital, when the patient gets a total knee replacement or something, they go to home to get the therapy, but nothing in between. Those are the things, the bridging is still happening in India.
Yep.
And sky is the limit for how much can be done in India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words.
One last question to Mr. Garu. We know, I mean, I'm finished working here. I heard about scheme Arogyasri, which has been wonderfully executed by the government. Instead of spending crores and crores of rupees, which is going to the private hospitals and private doctors, why can't you spend all that money on government hospitals and I mean, make the hospitals better? I studied in the government hospital, so